Alright. Welcome to another video. In this one, we are talking gold. We're talking about the Infernal Assault gold farm. I'm in the in the process of making a sort of a grand gold guide for all the different things that everybody should be doing by now to farm as much gold as possible as you go along. But as I'm doing that, Infernal Assault grew and became a bigger and bigger part of that guide. So I thought I'd make a standalone video just for Infernal Assault. I will, I hope to publish a everything gold guide next week. But for this week, I'm gonna make it a more of a deep dive into the Infernal Assault because there are three different methods to farming gold in Infernal Assault, and it is by far the single best event to farm gold in. As you can see here, I've actually been farming over 1G. I don't know why a billion is G in Infernal Kingdom, but it is. Uh, Not Infernal Kingdom, Infinity Kingdom. Feels like Infernal Kingdom at this time, so many gnomes I've been burning. But you can farm an insane amount of gold during this event. So in this video, that's what we're gonna be looking at. But before we get too deep into the Infernal Assault guide, I just quickly want to mention the sponsors Huawei. They are everything that isn't farmable, all the spender stuff that comes with Infinity Kingdom. You want to get that through Huawei, and you want to do that because you can earn a solid discount on all purchases. You do that with the spend and earn campaign, where you get 20% value back as coupons when you spend. You spend, you earn flowers, you redeem flowers for coupons, and you save 20%. It's great. All you gotta do is download the app, download the game via the AppGallery app, sign up, choose the country you want to be paying in, the currency you want to be paying in, and then start spending via Huawei AppGallery. All the stuff that you would spend on anyway. Do it here, get 20% back, and get perhaps even some discounts if you're not taking advantage of currency stuff. You can also join up on their Discord. They have a giveaway channel there with a ton of good stuff. Participation is free, and you can earn some really quite neat and valuable stuff. There's also, the regular things with a small community, a lot of videos, some content, but those giveaways are really, really nice. So that was just a quick visit to Huawei, the weekly reminder to use Huawei. Let's get back into farming some gold. We'll be looking at the three different methods. Farming low levels with low losses, high AP, farming, level progression wise, getting advantage of the reward bonuses, and finally we're gonna do the perhaps most interesting one, how to get free gold as you play with your fellow mates. Because yes, you can secure a ton, and I mean millions and millions and millions of gold for your fellow players in your alliances if you do it right. So for option number one, or method number one, farming lower levels with minimal losses. This is probably the go-to method for most players. It is how I've been farming pretty much all of my gold, with, some obvious exceptions, but this is mainly what I do. What you want to do is that you gotta find a sweet spot. These gnome armies that you spawn as part of the Infernal event, the Infernal Assault camp sort of block that you need to kill. You need to defeat each and every single camp and then a core, and they will all net you gold. Now, it's critically important to understand that each and every single camp is made up of multiple encounters. It's not one big encounter. Instead, it's a lot of small fights where you fight these gnomes in waves. And why that is important is because you can minimize your losses tremendously by understanding that well, understanding how damage is actually dealt to you. If you take a look at some of the battle reports you'll be getting once killing these gnomes, you'll see that there are, what, let's say, okay, 12 waves, 15 waves, whatever. But you take almost no losses at any point. That is the sweet spot, because then you have hit a sort of a time, or well, you've reached a difficulty level where you're able to kill the enemy in around maybe 14 to 16, 15, 16 seconds, that kind of window, because that is the sort of the limit. You can't go above these. Well, 16 seconds is pushing it. The second you go to 17, 18, something like that, the enemy airships will drop. And what that means is that you're going to be taking a lot of damage, because the airship is just a one-time thing and it deals a lot of damage. If you can avoid it, you take no losses. If you cannot avoid it, you'll take heavy losses. Like if you take a look at these, you can see how this wave, what is it, wave 12 or something like that, wave 11, sorry. Wave 11, I was using my holy here, and what happened is that it's got too much of a ramp up, because holy's got sort of a manco that needs to build. It's built on, Gilgam makes dots, and Kublai Khan makes debuffs to buff up Manco's consistent damage. There's a lot of ramp up, and that means that it's not particularly good at farming these Infernal camps, because it takes too long to actually deal the damage you need to deal. That means enemy airships get to drop their bombs. That means you take damage. For sure you'll be taking some damage, and that means troop losses. Very bad. Instead, what you want to do is you want to run something like a fire team. You want to run Earth Wind Hybrid. You want to run maybe an offensive lightning, something like that, which gives you a lot of punch in the very first seconds. Like, you want something that just comes out swinging right out of the gates. Because, of course, you want to keep it below 17 seconds. If you get to 17 seconds, you're fucked. So make something that will kill any gnome, and figure out what level can you kill in around 15-16 seconds. For me, that level is 34 to 36. I can farm those pretty consistently with my third team fire and my main hybrid or earth, but my holy can't. My holy second team can't fight it, but that's what I'm doing. Beware that as you progress up here in levels, the sweet spot can be kind of tricky to find. I take extremely big losses fighting level 32, 31, 32, 33, terrible. 34, 35, 36, awesome. I take no losses. So by that I mean try and push it a bit further than you think you can actually do, and then check, okay, could I reach some kind of sweet spot up here? If not, it's fine, I'll go back, but just test the waters. I did 28s for a long time before I moved on to 34, 35, 36s, which is what I'm doing right now. Right, method 2 is level progression. This is pretty short and sweet and simple. Level progression just earns you a lot of gold, because you're rewarded quite a big chunk of change whenever you complete a new level for the first time. So as you can see here, first victory rewards 1.6 million gold for just killing the core. That's awesome, and that thing stacks up as you level up. But for most people, it's not very attractive, because it means very big losses, and can actually mean a lot of AP as well, because sometimes it takes quite a few hits to kill the core at high levels. But I mean, it is a method to farming gold, and it is valid if you set up a group of players who are progressing together, so you max out the team size. Do note that the size of the teams do increase consistently as you level up the Infernal core levels, And if you fill out those teams and progress along the levels, you will earn quite a lot of gold doing that. But eventually you're gonna reach some sort of cap and then go back to method 1. But it is a must mention for any Infernal guide, because pushing that level up with people on your power level, that is very good gold. Alright, and lastly, the third method, getting boosted or earning free gold as your fellow mates complete Infernal events. This is something that people did, at least I've heard a lot of people claim that is impossible, but it's not. You can complete Infernal assaults without killing a single gnome and without losing a single troop, and get the full reward from all camps, just by having other more powerful players help you out and kill them for you. What this means is obviously people are not gonna just line up to boost you, but every alliance in every server is got groups running Infernal camps that have free spots. There's never an alliance that always stacks everything. Usually we try and stack up groups all the way, but eventually we're just gonna end up running multiple groups, and there will usually be an empty spot somewhere. Never let a spot stand empty, because you can have one of your fellow alliance players join in there, make a one troop march, send it at the gnome camp, kill absolutely nothing, but have they participated in the combat encounter, and when the 500k whales kill these camps, or well, just any player that's actually doing these infernals, when they kill the camps, everybody gets the gold. That means the player not really offering anything, but just leeching on, they will get all the gold as well. This is an awesome way to have smaller players, to have alts perhaps, or have growing players, or just have regular sized players who are running out of troops, earn some extra gold on the side, and it's a thing that you should never pass up on. I mean, never run Infernal camps without telling your alliance mates, anybody want free gold? Come here and get some, because it's just a waste. Anyway, as you can see in sort of the small clips and these images, etc., yes, it can be done for 0 losses for small players. Many big players often farm Infernals in smaller groups. You should never have empty spots, wasted growth potential. Get some people to fill that spot, send a one troop march at the camp, earn some gold. That is in essence all I had for the Infernal Assault event. Again, it was slightly too long for the entire thing to be incorporated in a general gold guide, so I thought I'd made this special about Infernal Assault. Stay tuned next week for the broader everything about gold guide. Hopefully that's gonna air next week, and I'll make some more stuff about gold, because gold is just an amazing resource and we need oh so much of it with the new immortal levels, the new dragon levels, and let's face it, we need to bank up at least a G, if not more, in anticipation of level 60 going live sometime. Anyway, that was Infernal Assaults. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, a like, whatever you fancy, share it with your mates. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the next one. I am Myrak, I'm from server 105. You can find me there, you can find me on Discord, you can find me on the IK Wiki website. Hit me up if you have ideas, concepts, something for future guides, something you want to share with the broader community. I am all ears. Thank you for watching once again. As always, please do subscribe to the channel. I consistently release new content here on the IK channel and on the official IK Wiki website. Links are in the description. On these channels you can find guides from everything in IK, from events to talents, passives, finished builds and game mechanics. With that, I'm gonna leave you, and as always, thank you for watching and see you for the next one.